What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Talk to Us Nice. You're listening to your girl, Mac and Kelsey. And this week, man, oh man, the drama that went on by a grown woman and a 17-year-old kid. I just think, honestly, we're just going to jump right through it. You don't care about how our weeks are.
No,
shit. We have stuff to do in the time limit. But we're just going to jump right into this only because this also irked the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So as we all have seen, the world has seen, Doja Cat messaged Noah, the actor who plays Will on Stranger Things.
17 years old.
17 years old. She messaged him, but she messaged him for his coworker, Joseph Quinn, who plays Eddie, in case, you guys didn't watch Stranger Things or you guys need to catch up.
Which is crazy because literally watch it.
It's actually nuts if you haven't seen it. And I'm very offended.
Like, if you haven't at least seen season 1 through 4, I don't know what's wrong with you.
And we're looking at you, Sierra, our intern. We might love you, but it's actually very questionable.
Get into it. Yeah, as Doja might have said once or twice.
I can't quote her right now. Except for these quotes for this ridiculous thing she did last week. So she messages Noah and she asks for Joseph's to she wants to slide into Joseph's DMs, but I'm sorry, she didn't look if he had an Instagram yet.
No, honestly, we can't expect much from a woman who has spent a lot of times in questionable chat rooms with questionable people to do her research or have her team kind of just be like, hey, Doge, wait a sec. Why don't we just wait a beat? Because if she had just probably said out loud, man, I want to slide into Eddie's DMs. Somebody would have said, oh my God, he actually has an Instagram. He actually has a ton of followers.
4.3 million, in case you were wondering.
And
the Instagram's the title of his name. Crazy.
If she had maybe also said out loud, should I DM one of the kids from Stranger Things? Somebody on her team should have said, Doja, absolutely not. That's a child. And they can't be who knows what they'll do? Because what they'll do is they'll post it on social media, which to be fair, I would post that shit too. Are you fucking kidding me? I got a celebrity sliding into my DMs being like, help me fuck your coworker.
Yeah.
I'd be like, LOL, no.
Precisely. And that's exactly what it is. You text a 17-year-old saying that you want to get down with his coworker. It's hilarious. It's an actual hilarious event. And instead of laughing it off because he posted it and then deleted it, she turned it into this huge thing on IG Live. She said it was a power trip. It was an ego thing. It was on some snake shit.
That's the theme for this week's episode.
Probably. That's actually very accurate.
Yeah.
But that bothered me to no end. Doja's always been on some weirdo shit. She's always been that way. It's like you said with the chat roulette and all that used to happen in the comments she would make. She's always been a weirdo. What she did by messaging Noah is very on brand. If she would have just laughed it off, this would not have been an issue. But instead, You want to say that this 17-year-old is on some snake shit. The only thing she excluded, she was like, I don't think it would be for clout because he's super famous. But everything else is, no, that's a snake shit. I didn't think he would be that way. Once again,
babes, you don't know him.
You don't know him, and he's 17.
17 again.
At my big ass age, I might do it, and I probably wouldn't have shared it. But I just think think before, she doesn't think before she reacts to anything.
No, because if she also again had thought, I don't know, maybe slide into Steve's, maybe slide into Charlie's, maybe slide into Natalia's. I do love how I don't know Steve Harrington's real name.
Joe.
Don't care. Why not message one of the, I don't know, adults on that show? Slide into David Harbour's Instagram.
Hello.
Be like, what's up, Papa? Hope you and Lily Allen are doing wonderful.
You called him Papa, and I thought about Dr. Brenner.
Yuck, I would never.
You said Papa.
That was a Freudian slip. Once again, get into Stranger Things if you haven't. But like, she played this thing really wrong.
She needs to just take the L.
She needs to take the L.
She was embarrassed.
She shouldn't have like then like really like stand her ground in it. She should have just been like, guys, she should have just played into it and been like, oh my God, LOL, I'm so silly. Eddie, where you at?
It's on brand for her because she even did this, and she did the stupid IG live with a filter on it that kept going on and off. And it was driving me nuts.
She's just a very ridiculous person. And it's every time I'm like, you know what? Every time I feel like I'm about to say out loud, I think I like Doja Cat.
The one thing I can say is that she's great at her craft. That's the only accolades I'm giving her. She's great at her craft. When she performs, that bitch can freaking perform. I will give her that. But personality-wise, she is a weirdo.
7 years in a row.
7 years in a row, crazy. 738 times. And she did it great every time.
Every time. She did one with like, remember? She did one with like a flapper. Like it was like 20 scenes.
Yeah.
She did it like futuristic theme. Like, babes, you're good at your job, but like,
because now, because she received backlash for saying all that, this is how she responds. Once again, not just eating it and shutting the hell up.
Just shut up, babe.
She says, y'all are so cringe and lame and nobody wants to hang out with you. That's why y'all on here unironically writing replies to shit that makes you mad. She's mad though. She's so mad.
I think she's the only one who's mad.
She's so mad.
And also, like, once again, you should have just done your fucking research and slide into the DMs yourself. 100%. Because you are Doja Cat. And that...
I think she's also more mad that he didn't answer.
I mean, I would kill myself.
Joseph's chilling. He's not answering a goddamn thing.
No, he said, me? I don't know.
He said, I need an English tea rose.
Once again, Steve Harrington, I get it. Eddie Munson, get it.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Quinn, he's okay. He's cute.
Oh, don't be mean.
I'm not being mean, first of all. How dare you? But I'm just saying, babes, like, you do better. Don't enlist a 17-year-old to, like, help you fuck. That was your first mistake.
That's just, it's so out of pocket. But as we go down the out of pocket line, we can once again, I feel like every time we speak about this person on the podcast, it's always just something shameful.
He's literally like a solar eclipse. Like it's every couple of months. We're just like, here we go again, I guess.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to describe him. And I think what makes me so angry is that he could have had it all. This was a man that when I was younger, you know how when you're like 8 years old and you're singing a song at the top of your lungs as if you know what this song means to people?
Brandy, Send Up in My Room.
Exactly. Yeah. The way I sang Sweet Lady and wished Tyrese was singing about me, because that was also when all the videos were in the rain. R&B was about rain, wet clothing, and men singing about how they wronged women and how they want them back and that they're sorry. Now there's no remorse. Men have no remorse. But the way Tyrese used to sing Sweet Lady used to have me tearing up in my room, like hugging a pillow. I loved that bald head. And now to even say that I loved him, it makes me cringe.
I mean, I feel the same way because, he's in my favorite franchise of all time, Fast and the Furious.
I mean, that was when it was, he's still in it now, but when he did Too Fast, Too Furious, whoa. It's
always been good.
I was like, okay, Rome. Oh my God, remember when Paul Walker, like the way, it was like a black scent came out in the second movie with Tyrese.
Yeah. He actually called me up and I said, I approve. I said, do what you need to do, babe? Make the creative choices you think you need for the character.
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
The way Paul Walker just changed up.
He was acting.
Anyway, back to Tyrese, because we all know him and his, I guess ex, because they split again. Remember when they like fake split up for YouTube views? That grown-ass man?
Should we try that?
No.
We're done.
No, we're better than that. We're better than that. But him and his ex, Zelly?
Sure.
Zelly. I think it's Zelly.
Hey, babe, let us know.
Zelly
Slide into the
Timothy.
DMs.
They broke up. And once again, as he said, snake shit is the theme. Tyrese posted a video of a person trying to free a deer from a snake because the snake was trying to strangle it. And this is the caption he wrote. He wrote, "Stop trying to convince me that your daughter is not a snake. I just want to be released from this strong, devilish allure, the sexual seduction of a masterful manipulator. I am single now. I want everyone to DM, have fun with Zelly Timothy. She's verified now and wasn't ready to be married. I want to get married and settle down and really, really nest and embrace the comforts of this family and married life. I smoke hookah at home every day, so I don't want to be in your clubs or around your women. I want to stay home and be the hardworking family man that I am."
That sounds like an unemployed person. First of all, babes, you better fucking get to work. How dare you? Second of all, what the fuck did you just say?
I said the truth. And I also said it so eloquently. Like, I need the Shakespearean theater to call me in to do audio and voiceover over their plays.
Okay, here's my thing. Babes, with you on that, I'm like wanting all those things. You've been literally divorced a year. And so maybe just like wait.
Yeah.
Or just like keep putting in the time and effort, because you can't get mad at somebody for like just getting divorced a year ago and being like, babe, let's get married now. I'd be like, it's crazy because I feel like the situation surrounding how we got together, we're a little curious.
It's weird.
So, I mean, Zelly babes, on your side.
I just feel like I hate a public breakup.
Truly.
When it's so blatant and just, I need everybody in my business. And then what if they end up getting back together? Which we're going to talk about later in the episode too. Because I cannot stand that sort of thing.
Also, I'm sorry, I love the Daily Mail. Like, I hate the Daily Mail. But this shit was funny. Just the way that they were like talking about him. They're like, this strange post the musician wrote, the California bred music artist. The once hit maker continued.
The once hit.
Like, come on, don't do that to him.
He was a once hit. I don't even know why I gasped like that. Like, I didn't just say that exact same thing. Sweet lady could have been sang at my wedding. Now I would never.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hurt people, and I'm the wrong one to hurt.
I don't know. It's so embarrassing at this point. Tyrese used to give us everything.
We had so much potential. We really did. I wish you well. I mean, you could still, babes. Like,
well, no, apparently he's in trouble because he said, damn, I think I have a type now. She posted this, not me. I just follow the sexiest people on Instagram and get in trouble for liking their posts. This is the same person that said that like marriage, like when people break up and all that stuff, they're ruining the Black foundation of great relationships. And that's why there's so many broken Black homes. And yet,
he cracked the case.
If I was with him and this is how you blast our stuff off, do you really think I'm getting back with you?
No, especially saying that you want to be a stay-at-home dad.
You better get on that Millennium Tour.
You better fucking get your ass to set for Fast 10.
They're going to space now. Ooh.
Yes. That is the last frontier, babes. They have
weirdo
to.
Shit.
Where else are they supposed
shit.
to go? Where else are they supposed to
go?
Weirdo
shit.
Where else? Into the ocean? Come
Kelsey,
on.
Stop trying to make excuses for this. It doesn't make sense.
It does. They get everywhere by car.
Keep going. So what do they do in space with these cars?
getting places. It's the last frontier.
I'm not talking about this anymore. So to roll off of Tyrese.
I love getting you riled up.
And
Fast and the Furious.
I don't know why Fast and Furious gets me so mad.
I don't know either.
Because I also used to really love it until it got so ridiculous. I couldn't take it.
Babes, just like...
I can't. I want to lean into it.
Lean into the chaos.
Once they had Vin Diesel stomp on that building, like he's the one who demolished and brought down the building.
He did.
Then I heard him and The Rock had quotas of how many times they could be hit.
They did. And it had to end in a draw every time. It was in their contract. Nobody.
And then he tried to sun The Rock. He was like, brother, we need you here.
It's so much fun. And you will not, like, come on. Anyway, well, next.
Anyway, so going back to people who, like, just friendships in general and how you try to support. You try to really support your girls, especially when they're talking about their boyfriends, their husbands, and they start going into all the wrong that's been happening and all the wrong that their partner has done to them, male or female, you know? And you try to back them up. You try to have their side. And it's like, I never liked him anyway.
You guys are on that hate train together.
You're driving it for them. They're tipsy in the passenger seat. So you're driving the hate train for them. I never liked them. They weren't good enough for you. It's like those TikTok trends where it's they're pretending that they're dancing at a wedding. They're like, they're like me 30 minutes after I told my friend that they should have never even said yes to this motherfucker. And then there's them dancing at the reception.
I mean, we all have those friends. We all have those friends. That's all I'll say.
I thought those were so funny. Oh, anyway. But so we found this tweet and it said, my friend got dumped yesterday. And last night we had a FaceTime call where everyone shared how much we hated him. And now they're back together. And I feel like that happens too often.
Oh, yeah. I literally have taken the stance in like my friendships when I feel like the hate train is like starting to chug along. I'm just like, what? That's crazy.
Because that's how you have to be now.
I'm just like, I'm just over there in the caboose, just like.
Because I will be like, yes, you go, you're mad. One time I was really into it and I was just like, yeah, fuck him. He's terrible. You know what? I never even understood what you thought about him because they had already, like, they broke up that afternoon. She wasn't even crying. Like, she felt empowered and she was like, this is the right choice for me. I was like, yeah, fuck him. The way I had to smile at his face at brunch 2 days later, I have never felt as fake than in that moment. And I was just sitting there and I'm drinking my mimosa like she had me fucked up.
Yeah, dude. There's truly nothing worse than when you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I got something to say. I got something on my chest. And you guys are like powering each other up. You're just like, yeah.
I'm like, I tell him at the bar. And he had
how dare he?
Why did he have to pass that girl and put his hand on her back?
Like, no, he's a fucking dog. And I told you this and blah, blah, blah. Like, it feels good.
And now you have Friendsgiving.
And literally 4 days later, you go to the bar. Who the fuck rolls up? And they always know. That's the shit. They always know that you've been talking that shit. Why? Because your friends ain't low. And they're like,
they don't keep it to themselves. Yeah.
You know what? My friends are right about you. You do want to be a stay-at-home dad. And that doesn't work for me. Or like, like all this shit. And then the next time you see them, they're
looking at you sideways. Bitch? Even though you've been looking at them sideways. But now the laser's on you.
And that's why you will not catch me doing that shit anymore. There's also a headache. I'm sorry. I have like in my life the tendency to like therapize my friends. Not no more, bitch. I'm just like,
that's so funny.
Live, laugh, love. Like, I don't know.
One time my friend was getting into an argument with her husband. I was like, remember when they used to ship husbands to war? Sometimes I used to get so into it.
Because they make it your fucking problem. After a while, you're just like, yo, am I dating this man too? Are we in a throuple? This is crazy. And then it's your best friend that you fucking love. So you're just like, yo, I gotta save her.
I gotta have you back.
I gotta be the voice of reason. And she's just like, that's so crazy. You really like went to bat for me because I'm gonna go back with him.
And then if you guys get into a fight, they're like, well, you never liked him anyway.
It's like, no, I didn't. I'm sorry he treats you like shit. My bad. My B.
Yeah, I think the last time I ever did it was my friend was dating this dude and I found out he was cheating on her. And I told her and she got mad at me. And we didn't talk for months. Everybody knew too. Everybody knew he was cheating on her except for her. And I'm the one, when I found out, I said something right away because, you know, that was my girl. She did not speak to me.
They don't want to fucking know. How dare you ruin the fairy tale, you wicked bitch.
I was like, he's not your husband. And I'm like, ruining a home. Y'all been dating for 6 months. I couldn't believe it. Dude, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So now I take the approach where I'm just like, it's your life. Like,
it's my life. That's the wrong type of song. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't bring him into this. Don't bring Bon Jovi into this.
That didn't, it was just the words.
No,
but it didn't roll with
it's okay.
the top.
It's okay. They didn't hear it.
Damn it.
That's like my friend tweeted the other day. She wrote in quotes, it's your life. My friend tells me the moment I breathe an ounce of toxicity. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Because she was telling me about her situation. And I was just like, babe, like, I love you. Do you? Like, I'm always like, I'm going to love you. I'm going to support you, but I'm not going to support this because those are two different things. And I was like, it's your life. Like, I can't tell you what to do. And I also like can't drive myself crazy over the shit anymore. Yeah. And then she tweeted that. And I was like, first of all, tag me next time. I said what I said. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry. I want like the best for my friends. How dare I? Yeah.
Excuse the fuck out of you.
Excuse me. Oh, whatever.
It's crazy. I don't know. When it's like hours you're putting into hours of listening to your friend because you're a good friend.
But not even hours. Sometimes the detective work.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to bill somebody for these.
For real. And it's all for naught.
All for naught. And it's so crazy because like, I was one of those people when I broke up with my ex, I was like, you'll never see me again. You'll never see me. You'll never hear from me. Yeah. I'll never talk about this. Yeah. And look at like
that's the thing. If I did say stuff like, oh, he's a piece of shit and blah, if I said it to my friends, it's because I know I'm not going back. Because my pride and my ego,
Miss Leo,
I would not be able to handle that. I would not be able to handle my friends see me tuck my tail in between my legs, going back to him after I spoke so much shit. So what if I'm finally like saying everything, just know I'm not going back. I cannot. I did that once. I felt a fool. And I was like, I will never feel this way again.
And my thing is, if like you came to me and told me shit about my mans, why would I think you were lying? I'd be like, why is my friend lying to me? My friends lying or a man's lying?
But there are some snake bitches.
Totally. But I'm just talking about me.
And me.
I'm talking about us. Like, you're not a snaky bitch.
I was trying to think of a theme song. Sorry, that's why I paused. I was trying to think of a friendship song and I couldn't think of one in time.
It's okay.
It's just like the math question from last time and I couldn't think of it fast enough, so I just threw out a number.
Don't ever do quick, loud math around me. I don't know it. Unless it's weed math.
I think I forgot the numbers that I had said. So when it came time to do the math, I was just like 35. It's like 100 minus 85 is 15. I should have known that 21 minus.
Stop trying to do the math now. Stop trying to show off and do fast.
What do you mean?
In front of me.
We had it on the video.
I mean, no.
You still don't know.
No, I've never been shy. And the fact that I don't know math and I don't care. Unless it has to do with weed, then I can do it.
Then you're masterful.
Then I'm masterful. I can
do something really quick right now.
No.
You just said you're masterful. I was really excited. I'm like terrible at that when my sister's like, I paid this much for for an eighth and like I'm just like, oh, okay. Cool.
Well, yeah. Okay, ready? The most basic one. This place is 3 for $120. I'll get 3 friends. I'm like, guys, it's $40.
Oh, you meant that way. I thought you meant like with like the ounces and okay.
Babe, I said I could barely do fast math. You think I know ounces?
Last up on our list of things to talk about for this week, I saw this tweet that had to do with like parents and their playful jokes that end up actually traumatizing you and ruining your life. And I feel like there's so many. There's so many that they don't see as a big deal until you get older. And you're just like, this actually fucked me up for years.
Is now like something that's really triggering.
And now all of a sudden you're too sensitive.
Make a joke.
And you can't take everything to heart.
So when you brought this up, I was literally trying to think of shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, growing up, so this doesn't have to do with me, but it has to do with my cousin. For a hot minute, she just like would pretend to be a dog. Mm-hmm. And they won't let her forget it. It's been like 30 years. She would just
when did she pretend to be a dog? What years?
She was like 4.
Okay, yeah, she's 4 years old.
Yeah, so she would just like be like walking on all fours, like barking, and they'd be like, stop. And I'm not gonna say her name because autonomy. And they'd be like, stop, you. And then she would start like be like, like she'd be like sad, like they just like scolded her, and they would have to like throw treats and like.
That's funny.
And to this day, every holiday party, yeah, they bring it up about how she used to act like a dog, and she fucking hates it. Yeah, and I love it.
My mom does that. When I was little, I used to like crawl, like run my head into a wall. I used to like over and over and over again. Like, and then like back up, beep, 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 and like go right back into the wall. And every time she brings up like it's the first time she's ever told anybody. Yeah. It's like, you know what Fumika used to do, which is my full government name. I'll fucking kill you if you ever say it to me in the street. You know what she used to do? She used to just ram my head. Because also when I was born, like the doctors, they thought I was gonna like have a lot of restrictions because I had like a lot of water in my forehead. Yes. So it used to scare my mom that I did that. And so she would beat me. So I would stop. And I'm like, did you think that would be better for me?
You had a mission.
I had a mission.
You had to ram that head in the wall. And you were beat for it.
I was trying to be Kitty from X-Men. And she could go through walls. Sorry. Yeah. I know you don't.
Yeah. No. It took me a second. It took me a second. And then I got there. Anna Paquin.
Yes. No, that's Rogue. I'm screaming. That's Rogue. I thought so funny.
But she could go through things. Am I getting my X-Men movies confused?
Rogue could like drain the powers from other people.
That I know.
Yeah.
But who's the one who can go through things?
Kitty.
But what's the actress's name?
It's Elliot now.
Knew that. Forgot.
That was hilarious. And thank you for that. But yeah, she was like, well, it worked. That like beating me stopped me from doing it again. But she brings it up all the time. And I have no idea why this is like every holiday story.
Yeah, it just like gets the ball rolling. It gets like people in the holiday cheer. For my sister, she had a sick speech impediment growing up. Really cute. And she couldn't say fruit snacks, so she would say newt nats. But like now we say it. We're like,
that's actually very cute.
Yeah, we're like, who got the newt nats?
I kind of love
that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. My mom didn't really
like even during the pandemic. Like, mind you, nobody had a job anymore. Everybody got fucking fired. Everyone lost a job. Worked in hospitalities. Restaurants were closing down. So did you find a job yet? I'm just like,
for who?
You are
for what world?
Trying to kill me.
We're literally like in Why the Last Man right now.
Like, I just didn't understand. And like, that one wasn't a joke. It's like, are you searching?
She's like, let me know.
Oh, what other ones? I had a lot about weight. Like my parents would like mention my weight and they thought it was so funny because my two sisters were so skinny and I was always the curvier one.
Yeah, same in my family because I have a different dad, but not my mother, but my great grandmother used to call me gordita, and which means fatty in Spanish, if you guys wanted to know. And she would just be like squeezing me. She'd be like gordita, and I would just go like smile at her. And then
that's not funny.
No, it's actually really funny because she was like, she wasn't low with it at all. She called me fat to my face many times. And then she would like, because I'm, you know what? And I'm a skinny legend now. So I guess it worked. But she would then see you like go to make a plate of food and she would just look at you. She'd be like,
no words even needed to be said.
No words. She literally would just be like, she would walk into the kitchen and just go, and make that face at you. And then if you try to get seconds, bitch, she'd go again.
Oh, no.
She'd go, you're eating again?
Oh no.
And I would be like, yeah, you're a good cook. Congratulations, bitch. I'm hungry. I want seconds. But no, honestly, my mom, shout out to Ev, pretty good. She didn't really like, at least for me, she didn't really fuck us up too much. But like, yeah, my grandma and my great grandma would just be like, Kelsey is fat. What's going on?
Yeah, my African parents, they had no filter.
And my mom was like, I won't tell her that because that'll ruin her life.
Oh, like I remember like when I first got out of college and all that stuff, my mom didn't know I did anything. I was a saint to her, which I am actually too, bless. And she didn't know I drank. She didn't know I talked to boys, like any of that. Like 22 years old, she thought I was just like this pipsqueak in the corner.
You're like, Mom, I'm watching Dexter's Laboratory.
Which I did because I love that show.
Yeah.
So,
Omelette de fromage, babes.
And there's just like a moment in time, it just feels so long ago. I used to hook up the kid who lived across the street from me. And there was, I know, I didn't even, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't even into him like that. It just sort of happened. And I think it was proximity sort of thing. And we were like all drinking, like everybody from across the street and stuff, like we were drinking. And his ex-girlfriend came and he like he was like rubbing my arm before that. His ex-girlfriend came into the building for some reason. I don't even know because she doesn't even know anybody there like, besides him. I was just like, what is she doing? And he like stopped touching me. And I was so offended. I was like, excuse me? Hello?
I'm cold.
Hello? And so I left furious, but I was so drunk by that time. And I go into my mom's bed and I am sobbing. And she's like, what's wrong? I was like, boys are stupid. And from that moment on, anything I did, anytime I went out, oh, make sure you don't drink too much because you know how you get when you drink. You saw me one time. And it was an abnormal amount that I drank at that one time and everything. Oh, you know how you get when you drink. So, you know, calm down outside every single time.
That's why I won't drink with my mother.
I didn't drink with her. I just embarrassed myself.
Why I will not. I will not.
I'm so mad at myself.
I'll never talk.
To this day, I'm so angry.
That was a boo-boo.
I know. It was a big time one.
Yeah, my mom only saw me when she caught me drinking in high school. And then I blamed her and my stepdad for my drinking.
That was the way to go.
I said, it's your fault I'm drinking.
That's the way to go. You guys are fighting a lot.
We're fighting. And I'm sick of it. And I need an out. Like, I literally put on the best show of my life. And my parents were like, you drunk bitch. And then I threw up. And then I had it in my weave because that's when I used to wear clip-ins. And they were just laughing at me. And then they took away my phone for a week.
Oh, my parents never did anything like that. And they couldn't ground me because I had so many after-school activities that was just like, well, I only do these and go home anyway. So it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because like I had it's like every season there was something I was doing. Like I had basketball, then I had softball, and I had volleyball. I'm just like, it doesn't.
Crazy.
I
was strictly lacrosse until that one year my parents were like, you want a new phone? You want a new phone?
Oh, so you need a job.
You better do an extracurricular activity. You better do another sport. And I was like, so it was between basketball or track and field. So I picked track and field and I hated it and they hated me.
Screaming.
And I never forget, like our last track meet, they like made me do so much. They made me do like 4. And I was just like, guys, I can do lacrosse, like short sprints of running.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to do 4 events?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you stupid bitch, do them. And I got so sick. I threw up everywhere in the bathroom and everybody was like, ew. And I was like, that wasn't me, but it was. And then I walked out and I never came back.
That's why I never got into soccer. And that broke my dad's heart. Because I played almost every sport. Like I used to play intramural hockey and football. Like, but I couldn't get to soccer because I was just like, that's too much running.
It's too much. And my ankles are already bad. I already have really bad ankles.
It's too much. The first year I tried out for volleyball, the conditioning that they made us do before we even started touching the ball, I threw up in the bathroom during tryouts and I just bounced. I was like, no.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm sorry. Why are you torturing me?
Yeah.
Baby.
The coach looked at me the next day. She's like, where did you go? Because I didn't say bye. I Irish exited the tryout.
You never say goodbye. You just collect your things and you go.
And then like sat on the ground waiting for the bus in front of the school because I was so sick.
Dude. High school sports are not okay. Like, stop pushing us that hard.
I loved it to an extent. And then I was just like, wow. I think that was like the hardest sport that I did because of the conditioning for it alone.
Yeah.
That was the hardest any coach ever pushed me, I feel like. Because I feel when I'm dribbling a basketball and doing all of, everything I have to do, like suicides and all of that, for me, it feels worse later. I don't know if it's because I have the ball distracting me.
Yeah.
Like if I have to do suicides without a ball, I will be winded faster than if we're doing it with a ball. It like distracts me longer and I can keep going.
I don't want to do them ever. It's torture. I'm saying like high school sports are not fucking okay. Why are you making us do that? Why can't we just have fun? Why do we have to kill each other?
Because this is the Mighty fucking Ducks and we want a goddamn title.
No, I want a different movie.
Pick a different sports movie then. That winning didn't matter. Tell me.
The Little Giant.
They wanted to win. I love The Little Giants. That was a good one.
I mean,
who's the blonde kid in that? Devin Sawa?
Devin, let us know.
He was also in Casper. Oh my God. When he was in Casper, fuck me.
We've talked about this before.
We probably have.
Yeah.
But wow.
Can I keep you?
What a life-changing line. Wow.
What a life-changing movie. The Casino Ricci.
Sexual Awakening.
And the Hilary Duff one. Classics. Casper Meets Wendy.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about Devin. And I was like, which movie he did with Hilary Duff?
No.
He was in Now and Then.
He was in Now and Then.
But he was hotter to me in Casper.
Yeah.
Dang. We got way off track. But that's it for this week's episode. We'll be back next week. As always, please follow us on TikTok. Your girl's Doja video did pretty well on TikTok.
I'll go check it out, guys. She really did.
Please check us out on TikTok at Talk to Us Nice Podcast. Check us out on Instagram at Talk to Us Nice Podcast. DM us. I want to know what your parents said to you that they think it's a joke. And it's not, because you're talking about it in therapy 10 years later. But we're always here. Email us at host@talktousnice.com. We have some guests coming soon down the line. We're super excited about getting back our Talk That Talk segment.
A live episode coming up.
Yes, we do have a live episode. If you guys are in New York, it is happening. Keep an eye out. We will be posting about it soon. We have our giveaway, which we will be posting who won the giveaway this week. So once again, people who submitted, check out our Instagram. We're giving away Uber gift cards. As we said, it is monetary. I have no idea why you guys aren't participating if you didn't.
Like in these streets with this MTA, you're fucking welcome that our love language is gift giving right now.
Yeah. Oh my God, it reminds me of that scene from She's All That. And she's like, for those of you who voted for me, you did the right thing. For those of you who didn't, and then the mic get cuts off, why didn't you guys participate in the giveaway? Because now you just want lost monetary gifts.
Crazy.
It's crazy. But please rate, review, and subscribe on YouTube and on Apple Podcasts. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye.